So let's play some Mario Brothers. This is like a game where we play different levels. Level 1, difficulty also 1. So this is the most easy to implement in your everyday life if you want to reach flow. Okay, so general high level tips. First of all, we talked about this in previous video, but eliminate distractions. If you don't eliminate distractions, they will determine or disrupt your flow for at least 20 minutes or so. It's very annoying that when you're skiing, for example, you get a phone call, or when you are working, a message pops up in your bottom right screen, or your phone rings, or whatever. So disruptions, learn how to recognize them. It's like an annoyance, like when you are fully flow, like if somebody, when you're playing ball, somebody's alongside the screen, the sidelines, screaming at you. Of course, when you are really immersed in the game, you are not able to be distracted in such a way. So the further you are in flow, or the more experienced you are in flow, or the more frequently you encountered it, the harder it is to get distracted. However, definitely in the beginning, make your life easy, get rid of distractions. Start recognizing these distractions, because what is distracting for one person may be very encouraging for the other. Music, for example. Some tend to do really well on it, and some do less. Also, this differs, of course, per situation, per person, and per timing, etc. So you might like it in the morning, hate it in the afternoon. So also, secondly, give yourself enough time, because fear of not hitting your deadlines or feeling time pressure is putting on too much pressure. Already your flow activity is breaching your capabilities of or the normal level, or breaking your comfort zone. So don't add another level of complexity by pushing too much time pressure on it. In other words, if you're skiing down on a slope that's on average a 2-minute ski trip, and you want to improve that time record, don't do 1 minute. Aim for like 1:55 or whatsoever. Make it a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Don't overdo it. Also, do something that you love. The third one is do something that you love. We talked about this, but it's like the difference between driving a very old car to your work or driving the most beautiful car you can imagine. Same concept, you still get from A to B, but it's all about how do you enjoy the process. Then have crystal clear goals. We discussed this, not only like after this flow state I'm going to aim for that, but more about the clear goals in the moment itself. So for example, when you're working, state yourself a goal like, okay, I'm going to type, and I will just type the entire screen, and like half of it is rubbish. Like me, for example, when I enter a video, sometimes I feel, okay, I will just put it on, push it on, and probably 50% can be deleted. Hence the reason why we will iterate and or create a new storyline in a later phase. But direct feedback, so to say. Okay, you can also get direct feedback from your body. For example, this video is quite hard for direct feedback. So it's very hard for me to find either the flow or not. Sometimes I read it really well, and then I have no idea how long the video is afterwards. Could be 2 minutes, could be 20 minutes. I don't know. So to achieve flow, it's important, number 5, to reach this state of playfulness. So to engage in this curiosity, which we discussed, and as well as like following it, as well as a solid recovery protocol, so to say. Also, things like gaming, watching Netflix, for example, these are things that can activate your flow state. However, try to pick the topic that also contribute value, not only to yourself, but also to others. So it's not very valuable if you waste your lifetime with gaming the entire life, so to say. That's a personal opinion. You might have a different opinion. Of course, you can. Your unique color could be gaming or watching Netflix, being a film editor or creditor or whatever. But realize that it's not for the majority of the cases. Most of us is just procrastinating or killing time, which is a term that I personally don't really like. So to find the rhythm in the now, enhance performance and joy. So wherever you are, be there totally. So give your all in the present moment. Then secondly, don't do this. Engage in aimless tasks. So seek the tasks that bring joy, pleasure, and that can bring you in the flow state. All the other tasks can be done later when you are in a non-flow state, so to say. So all these minor chores and that, or you can use them to get through your resistance period. So never forget that the harnessing the essence of flow crafts moments of magic. Let's go to level 2. After this cool video about peak performance state, The Rise of Superman by Stephen Kotler.